Brent, Sarah, Connecticut colleges and universities say this is extremely disappointing. This sentiment echoed by President Joe Biden, who addressed the ruling this afternoon, saying discrimination still exists in America.
I strongly disagree with the court's decision.
Thursday, the Supreme Court ruled universities can no longer use affirmative action in their admissions decisions. The court allowed race to be used as a factor in admissions for the past 20 years. But Thursday, the conservative majority specifically found Harvard and the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill discriminated against white and Asian American applicants by using race-based admissions policies in their attempts to promote diversity on their campuses.
It's an outrage that the Supreme Court in 2023 can try to pretend that race and racism don't matter and they don't exist.
Outrage from elected leaders at the state and national levels, some characterizing the decision as rolling back momentous progress made in America.
This very misguided decision is a step backward by a court that seems to be rolling back rights of all kinds.
Discrimination still exists in America. Today's decision does not change that. It's a simple fact.
Connecticut students agree.
The idea of striking down affirmative action presumes that there's a level playing field in the country for people of all racial backgrounds, when in reality, it's very clear that there is not.
Mendenkoff Misra says as a mixed race student, diversity and representation is incredibly important to her and her university experience.
And I really hope that schools will find ways to continuing to work towards equity and diversity with this ruling.
And President Biden telling colleges and universities Thursday, despite this decision, they must ensure diversity on campuses, something Connecticut leaders want to see happen here, too.
Do what we can to protect our students and make sure these kids are prepared for the world. The world's not waiting for us. They don't care what John Roberts had to say today.
And Attorney General William Tong referencing Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts. They're looking at the big picture now. Senator Blumenthal tells me today he wants to have conversations with his congressional colleagues about reforms to the Supreme Court, like a code of ethics. But he says in terms of undoing this affirmative action decision, it's an uphill battle. Sarah, Brent.